Justin, you were forced to really fight before an 11-0 run opens up quite a big win in the end. Sum up the performance as a whole for your guys.
It was fun. It was a good game. It was good because we ended up winning the game, but the adversity that I seen my team fight through when Brisbane went on their run, when a lot of their main guys wasn't hitting shots, but some of the other guys that they rely on started to get them to allow them to get back in the game. And then, I seen my guys, Sam and GC and Tyler and them found a way. They was very verbal on the bench and they was very verbal out there on the floor. So, I trust them guys, and the thing that they did was fight through adversity, and that's one thing that we've been doing all season. So as we keep improving in that category, we come out with wins like this.
You mentioned his name, Gary Clark again, 19 points for the game, 13 in the second half to go with 10 rebounds. He just puts the team on his back, it seems, when the game's on the line.
Yeah. He's the guys are trusting him to do what he does. He's very patient out there when he gets a chance to get in the scoring position, but he also finds the right guys who's open as well. And he's very vocal on the defensive end, and he's solid. So, Gary is a pro's pro, like the guy right next to me. So, I expect that of these guys at this time.
Sam, your number's good as well, 12.7 boards, but what's it like with Gary Clark's on the floor and the game's tight like it was for so much tonight?
It's nice when you have a guy you can just give it to and say, go and get a bucket. And we've got a couple guys like that. You have Tyler coming off it, and I think it takes pressure off Tyler and some of these other guys because a lot of the attention's now gone on Gary. And then he just works so hard, both ends of the floor, and he brings us a lot.
And it looked like I didn't see you that animated after a win. You were right at the crowd. It was a packed house. It's kind of like it's not the end, but it's not that huge stretch to make the playoffs that it once was. You're sort of starting to feel like you're enjoying it. There's some momentum behind this thing, and you're letting yourself feel good about it.
Yeah, for sure. The crowd was behind us from the whole jump. Seeing almost every seat filled in the arena, and then and it being behind us for all 40 minutes, I felt that I just need to express the happiness that I have for them and what they've been, how they've been supporting us. And it's been, it's just something that they've been wanting to see for the whole season. And I'm glad we got a chance to give it to them. And, me being excited more than other games is because I feel that we're one more step closer to our goal, and that's to make the playoffs. If we're top 6 or 4th as we are right now, it doesn't make a difference. But just seeing how our team is improving, it gave me chills.
I think the clubs have been at 500 for the best part of 2 seasons. We feel like we're within reach of going above 500 now. That must just give you a boost as well when they're going 40 out.
Yeah, for sure. But there's no easy task towards it. On the way to New Zealand in a couple of days. But just the way the guys are playing, they feel like winners, right? And because they are, and we just put ourselves in a position to start winning the last couple of months, and it's because we start trusting and believing in each other, and knowing that we just accepting what we can do on our own as individuals, but collectively as a group, we're making sure that we do it together. And so when you see that, anything is possible, and these guys are showing you.
With their run too, I think it's 3 of the last 4 on the road, but you guys have been pretty good on the road. The road isn't daunting you. You've got a win in New Zealand, you've got one in Sydney. You've had the put on Perth so far. It must be one that much as it looks tough on paper. It must be one you're confident there as well.
Very comforting because we know that we can play with anybody, anywhere, and so that's great that we have a itch to win on the road. But it's even better to do it at home in front of our crowd. So when we do go on the road next week, that knowing that we can win on the road is nothing that we should talk about. It's everything else in the scout or things like that we got to worry about. So we have the confidence to win on the road. We got the team and the experience. So our goal is just to go to New Zealand and do our best to get one out of there.
Does it feel like there's something real in Sam? It was a bit of a blow when we did for a while. Do you feel like I asked her as a playing group yourself, you start to let yourself, really enjoy this and let this momentum sort of bring you home?
Yeah, it's been fun, really fun. And we knew we had the talent for it, and then once we pieced it together, I think we're one of the hardest teams to beat in the league. And, we want to keep that rolling and keep that going. And I think the games where we haven't been good, we go back into that shell, we play individually, and then like tonight, no one really exploded. Gary had 19, but we didn't need someone to get 30 to get a win. That the points are spread out and we're playing together, and it shows on the defensive end as well. I think especially in that 4th quarter, what do we hold them to? 10 points. It's we're really coming together as a group, and it's exciting.
Yes, you trailed by 4 at 3/4 time. What were your words to the boys, Justin, to make it a turning point knowing that you then came back in the fourth and won it?
Nothing real spectacular. Just stick with it. Stick with it. We're making our free throws, something that I've been, harping about all week. And we're playing unselfish, getting gold shots, which we have a chart of what type of shot selections we want. So we knew that we was going to be able to turn it around. Down 4 going into the fourth quarter. We've been down more and had opportunity to win. So we knew that we had to fix a couple things to get back in the game. And once we took the momentum back, then the guys seen that we can finish at the finish line with a win.
And knowing New Zealand will be hungry after losing to you guys, not just last Sunday, how are you going to go now that it will be on the road and the crowd will be favouring that?
We go the same way that we competed and have the opportunity to beat them here, but not miss a lot, make a lot more free throws on that end. But I think we were going to go to New Zealand. We know it's going to be a hostile house, and we know that their back is against the wall just like ours. And so we just got to figure out a way to come out with it. And we stick to our scout, similar to what we did when we previously just had a win with them over here, and get it done. But I don't think we're going to talk about too much different what we need to do with New Zealand besides have admiration to win.
Justin, 26 of 30 free throws, including a brilliant 2 for 2 from Sam Froling. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Unbelievable. That's the first thing I said when I walked in the locker room when everybody got there. Well, whatever we're doing, it paid off this past week, and we're going to keep doing it, even though they don't like it a lot. But if it's working, we're going to stick with it. But I'm proud of the guys making the free throws.
Sam said if we shoot 86% as a team free throws tonight, the coach is going to buy dinner this week. Is that true?
Well, I mean, I got my own in here, so I mean, if I do get the tab, I'll slide it to him. But if whatever it takes to win, hit free throws, yeah, we're good.
Well, I've got to ask you both about AJ's dunk. Sam, you've been in the league a long time, and JT, you would have seen a fair share.
Yep.
But kid gets up on it, scales him out. Basically, what are both your takes on that dunk?
You go first.
I mean, one of the better ones I've seen. Maybe there might have been an Antonius Cleveland one that might be comparable to it, but man, in a game I've been in, that's just an indication of what he's going to be in the future. He's an insane athlete, and that was pretty cool. Mason was sitting on the bench. He's like, we got to lock back in because the guys were going crazy.
Yeah.
If they went 11 and 7 after that, so it probably wasn't.
All right. That's what I said. I might get excited when I rewatch it. Right then and there, I was like, oh wow, okay, good. Okay, and it's still second quarter. I can't get too excited in this type of league because if you do, then you end up losing the game. I could be on the other end of this conversation, but no, he did well. So I'm glad he gave us good minutes when he was out there.
Does he know he had 2 UFC superstars out of their chairs and flinching at what this young bloke in the States has delivered? Like, that's pretty cool to have Volkanovski and Israel Adesanya reacting like that to what AJ Johnson did.
Well, I'm glad they enjoyed it. I'm glad they enjoyed it because I'm gonna be tedious on everything else that he could have got better at or anybody else could have done. But no, that's what AJ brings. I mean, like he brings excitement. He brings the speed and the athleticism to the game that at times that we do need. So I feel that spark did help us rejuvenate a little run or just gave us some excitement.
Some big plays from Will Davo-Hickey to finish the game. Why do you have such confidence sending Will out with game on the line, clutch minutes, and he delivers for you?
He's been consistent at practice, like 100% all year, not just like the last month or the last week. All year he's been consistent, and so when you see vets like that you have on your team, and plus he did very well last year in the tough times that we had. So like he's grown, he's matured, and then at the end of the day he finds ways to help us win games. If it's putting pressure on helping us get an offensive rebound, or really come and play great defense like he did in the last couple of minutes, or making 2 free throws like he did last game against New Zealand. So I mean he's a pro, and like I have in the locker room with all these guys, and when they get the opportunity, take advantage of it.
From a coach's perspective, what was your highlight play from him? The fall-away 2-point shot, or the fight for possession up at his own defensive end in front of his girlfriend?
I would say the defense. I'm a defensive guy, so when he stayed solid and allowed the shot clock to go off on McDaniel, I believe, I think that was great. Because we didn't want to foul at that time. I think we would have been in the bonus, or we were already in the bonus, and we didn't want to stop the clock and get them free throws. So I was great. I was happy for his discipline on the defensive end.
Matt. Yeah, thanks, mate. Just a quick one, Coach. Just a bit of cover folks about the man on the left there, and he's going against Aaron Bain, who's a big presence under the basket, and he's had a good game. I just wanted to get your thoughts on him. Sam's game there.
Oh, Sam did great for us. I mean, I know a couple of shots that he missed will normally fall, but I mean, he was going against 3 7-footers. So I mean, and he's one himself. But at the end of the day, that's a tough task that we asked for him. But on the defensive end, the way he moved his feet and the way he ran the floor at times to put pressure on the defense to get our shooters open because he was running the floor. I mean, he did great, and I'm more happier than the free throws that was made. Not saying that he can't make them, but at the end of the day, he made 2 big ones for us to help us put us over the hump.
That's great. All right, thanks guys. Well done. Cheers.
Good, man.
Good.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you, sir. Have a good weekend.